Hey, what's up guys? Dynasty, and yes, today we are back at it again discussing the Mortal Kombat reboot film because it's now been a few days since the trailer dropped. If you haven't seen my trailer breakdown or my trailer reaction, I'm not sure what you're doing because your boy lost his mind. I've probably seen the trailer like 100 times over the weekend, but in today's video, I got for you guys a few things of note that I guess you can say got, I don't know, revealed over the weekend, if you will. For instance, we now know the length of the movie, which is going to upset some people who were expecting it to be like a 2-hour feature film. Yeah, it's not too long. Also, some reassurance for Johnny Cage fans because a lot of people are still concerned about Johnny not being in the film. We went over this in my last video, the trailer breakdown, but again, Todd Gardner, producer of the movie, reiterated that though he's probably not in the movie, don't be so heartbroken. There's good things in store for Johnny, and the same can be said about Mileena and her teeth. So yes, reassurance for Mileena and Johnny fans. Also, Lewis Tan, who has been on the record saying that George Masvidal pretty much influenced a lot of Cole Young in the movie, had a nice Twitter exchange with the UFC fighter over the weekend. And also, Scorpion's iconic classic flaming skull head, believe it or not, was showcased in the trailer, and I think pretty much everybody missed it until the writer of the script pointed it out over the weekend. Also, yes, there is more. Mel Johnson is back to teasing her unannounced role in the movie. I still think it's Kitana. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah, she's teasing her role over on her Instagram, and we now also know the name of Cole Young's daughter and wife in the movie that was revealed courtesy of IMDb. And in case for some reason you were wondering, Sub-Zero confirmed to be the main villain in the movie by director of the film, Simon McQuaid. And last but not least, HBO Max has shared another look at Sub-Zero showing off his gear from the poster. So with that said, let's break all this stuff down, let's have some fun, and let's get into it. First things first, the length of the movie, according to RottenTomatoes.com, who revealed this over the weekend, is simply going to be 1 hour and 35 minutes, which I think is the perfect length for this film in comparison to the first Mortal Kombat movie that dropped back in 1995, the OG, arguably the greatest video game adaptation ever of all time. That was 1 hour and 41 minutes, so it's not too far off, only 6 minutes less. And funny enough, Annihilation was also 1 hour and 35 minutes, so I'm hoping that that's a one-off and there's no other similarities between the two movies, because you guys know Annihilation, it was bad. But yeah, if you were expecting some Lord of the Rings Avenger type 2-hour movie, it's not the case. Just 1 hour and a half, 1:35 to be exact, and I hope it just means it's gonna be a very easy movie to sit down, enjoy, and watch in theaters or on your couch streaming on HBO Max. So boom, there you go. Next up, reassurance for Johnny fans and Mileena fans yet again on the channel for like a millionth time here. So Johnny, there is this viral tweet that said Johnny Cage is the essential MK character, so where the F is he in the movie? Producer Todd Gardner, who you love so much, came back and said, let me know after you see it. From there, someone said, rip Johnny Cage, and Todd Gardner simply said, not a chance. So, in the last video, I gave you like 10 replies from producer Todd Gardner reassuring that Johnny is gonna be in this MKU, the Mortal Kombat universe, but might not necessarily be seen in the movie, either it being like a name drop or alluded to in the movie. Johnny will be there in some capacity. He's not getting killed, he's not getting replaced. Patience is a virtue. I mean, come on. In the last video, I also showcased how Gardner was like trying to get Ryan Reynolds to take the role. So they're saving the role. Patience, guys, patience. And as for Mileena and her teeth, Screen Rant wrote an article discussing how Todd Gardner said that's not Oliver in response to her missing her iconic Tarkatan jaw. And again, there was a Twitter exchange where people were just really concerned how her face did not have the Tarkatan teeth. And again, Todd Gardner said, don't be concerned. You guys have not seen all of Mileena, I promise you. More is left to come. I haven't seen it myself, but if Todd Gardner is saying don't be concerned, you probably shouldn't be concerned. So yes, Johnny not dead, not replaced. Mileena's teeth, not dead, not replaced. Big thumbs up. Know what else is a big thumbs up? George Masvidal giving Lewis Tan some credit for kicking some ass. So you guys might remember, but there was that EW Weekly article that gave us the outer world, the typos, and a bunch of first look images of the movie for the first time ever. Yeah, they'd mentioned how Lewis Tan pulled from UFC fighter George Masvidal in his creation and portrayal of Cole Young, and it turns out that Masvidal over the weekend actually came across that article and mentions Actors using me as inspiration is an honor. After watching the trailer, I'm hyped for the movie. Shortly afterwards, Lewis Tan saw this and said 100% real, recognize real, and I can now confirm that George Masvidal will be playing Goro in the movie. I'm kidding, obviously. But I thought it was a really cool Twitter exchange because he gave credit and credit was reciprocated with some love. You gotta like seeing that over on Twitter. So yeah, there you go. UFC fans, a crossover you didn't know you wanted until now. Boom. Next up, something that you may or may not have missed because I definitely missed it. So on Friday, somebody actually sent this over to Greg Russo. It is a still from the trailer showcasing Indeed in the gym. Yeah, that is a gym.
Where we get to see, I'm Sub-Zero. In the back it says MYD. Not sure what that stands for, but safe to say it is the name of wherever Cole Young does his fighting and his training. So I thought that was also a nice little tidbit.
I gotta say, come on. It was covered with ice, it was reflected, and it was 2 a.m. and your boy, he was hanging out with Baracho. That is the excuse. But anyways, Scorpion is in the gym where Cole Young trains, and if you look closely, the very last frame or the last couple frames, you can see the transition from just simply Scorpion rocking his usual mask to actually having the full garb of the skull. Crazily enough, too, it just happens from like one frame to another, and it's like the last few frames. You can kind of just see the transition. It's so blurry and compressed, it's really hard to make out. But yeah, the writer of the script said, nothing gets past you guys. So there you go, confirmed. Scorpion, Toasty, Skull will be in the movie. You know who else is in the movie? Mel Jarnson. So over on Instagram, the day the trailer dropped, she came out and said, Mortal Kombat official trailer. So excited to be part of this battle. To those who've been asking, I can't disclose which character I'm playing yet. You'll meet her soon on April 16th in theaters streaming exclusively on HBO Max. Now, unfortunately, there is no hashtags that tease anything. And if you go over to the IMDb, nothing is, there still. So her character still hasn't been revealed. I've been speculating, and I think a lot of people really have. We all think she's Kitana. Sadly, there's no official concrete evidence or proof. So we just kind of have to wait and see. No word on when the next trailer for this movie is dropping. Even then, the way this is worded, it almost sounds like she's saving her character reveal for like the day the movie actually drops. So we'll just have to wait and see. We do get that nice split second in the trailer of Kitana's fan alongside the likes of Kano, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, you name it. So she's in the movie, it seems. We just don't know if Mel Jarnson is playing the role. Now, crazily enough, if you head on over to imdb.com to see that her role is empty, if you go all the way down, seems like Matilda Kimber's name in the movie will be Emily Young, and Cole Young's wife is being played by Laura Brent, and her name in the movie is Allison Young. So Emily Young, Allison Young, Cole Young, that is the Young family, according to IMDb. Now, I've seen some people confused about who exactly the main villain is of the movie because we do get to see Shang Tsung, and it seems like Shang Tsung is responsible for sending Sub-Zero out to capture the gang, and you also see the likes of Goro, which, again, I didn't expect to see Goro, but Goro's in there. So there's a few big bads in the movie, but according to the director of the film, Simon McQuoid, the main villain of this movie is Bihan Sub-Zero. So take that for what you will. Just kind of wanted to toss that in there. In case there's some confusion, Sub-Zero will be the big bad. And hey, while we're speaking of Sub-Zero, HBO Max now has a bunch of new ads promoting the movie now that the trailer has finally been revealed, and just randomly, if you're on mobile, you can occasionally see an ad right here showing off Sub-Zero's poster, but this time it's not just like his face split in half, it's the whole garb, which I think is really cool. Hopefully, before the trailer drops, we get to see this poster in full and not just like, again, split in half, because as cool as all those posters were from a couple of days ago, I think it'd be even cooler to see the whole cast and crew without the poster just like slicing right in the middle of their face to fit the MK logo, the text, and the release date. So yeah, his costume looks sick. It looks sick in the trailer, and I cannot wait to see the boy on the big screen. But guys, that is pretty much everything of note that I got for y'all today that's happened since my trailer breakdown. The movie will be an hour and 35 minutes long. Johnny is not dead. He's not replaced. Mileena's teeth, they're gonna get better, it seems. Cross your fingers. Also, George Masvidal is a fan of Lewis Tan, giving him some credit for the, inspiration behind Cole Young and the way he carries himself, I guess, in his training and stuff. Scorpion's classic flaming skull. It's there. It exists. Mel Johnson is hopefully Kitana because she's still teasing some unannounced role that we haven't seen. We now know the names of Cole Young's daughter and his wife in the lore in the movie. Sub-Zero is the big bad, and again, HBO Max giving us another ad showcasing Sub-Zero's gear looking better than ever. That is all I got for you guys today. What do you think of all of this? Let me know in the comment section down below. My hype for this movie just continues to grow. I'm so stoked to see this. I was gonna say in theaters, but unless I can get maybe a whole IMAX to myself, it's probably not gonna happen. Before I go, want to say this video is being brought to you by G2A.com. In case you've not heard the news, you can no longer buy MK9 on Steam anymore. However, using the link down below, you can buy an MK9 Steam key through G2A, redeem that in your Steam account, and just like that, it's a nice little workaround to still get MK9 in your library, even though it's no longer being officially sold anymore on Steam. But guys, that is it. If you enjoyed, take a second, drop a like on it, subscribe for more MK content here on the channel. Until next time, been your host, been Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Dynasty for years now. GTA, MK, and Justice. I'm still down. Rapper meets gamer. I wonder how y'all feel now. That was just a setup. Watch it get real now. Okay, so me and Sub-Zero was born in '92, and lyrically I inherited all his fighting moves. A lot of y'all still lost, don't have the slightest clue. The truth disappears in the smoke as if